Hey guys, as many of you probably already know, my name's Annalise Wilk and I'm going to be researching the different reasons why students and teachers give for wearing makeup in the school environment. In particular, I'm going to be looking at teachers from Generation X, born in the 1970s, and students from Generation Z, born in the early 2000s. Though both groups do feel pressured to wear makeup, they often give vastly different reasonings for this belief. Sociologist Kirsten Dellinger found that adult women often feel as though failure to wear makeup would result in loss of respect from coworkers and consequently a loss in career opportunities. By contrast, psychologist Bradford Brown found that students often feel as though they must wear makeup in order to fit in with their peers or else face becoming a social outcast. Since the two groups clearly give different reasons for wearing makeup in the school environment, the next step is to analyze what causes these differences. As early adolescence is a time when people are most impressionable, the circumstances under which both generations grew up must be analyzed. The main difference between the adolescence of the two generations is the effect of parental influence. While Generation X has many values and beliefs on such topics as makeup in common with their parents, Gen Z is seen to have much more in common with their peers. When we look into the matter further, the likely cause for this change is due to social media. Social media essentially puts peers in constant contact with each other, meaning that they have a lot more peer influence versus their parental influence, like Gen X had, since they only had peer influence in the school environment. However, this change could simply mean that teenagers are coming to think more alike versus putting more pressure on the teenagers to wear makeup in order to fit in. So the central question becomes, how heavily does social media influence the reasons that Gen X gives for wearing makeup versus teachers from Gen Z? As social media essentially puts teenagers in constant contact, it likely only heightens the effects of peer pressure that they feel already in the school environment. So, the likely answer to my question is that social media does put more pressure on teenagers to wear makeup in the school environment, meaning that it could potentially heighten Gen Z's reliance on others' opinions in regards to their self image versus their own. Hopefully, I can gather enough research in order to see if my hypothesis is correct and to truly analyze the effects of social media on students' self confidence. But until then, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching and feel free to comment.